Okay, so you made a New Year's resolution to stop spending so much money on Amazon, and so did I. And then I so kindly took my phone and I went right over to my Amazon app and kept buying stuff. Yes, yes, I did. And this was before, honestly, this was before the 2024 start. But I really wanted to share some products with you because Amazon does a great job at making our lives easier. And who doesn't love a bunch of products that just makes life that much more effortless, that much more wonderful, that much more, you know, just expensive and luxurious. Remember that luxury is privileged circumstances. And so I tend to buy products that enhance my everyday life, whether it be from organizing or if it's just a beauty product. Honestly, I don't discriminate when it comes to Amazon. So I thought I would share with you my favorite current Amazon products. I have purchased so much crap from Amazon, or so much stuff from Amazon, that I could probably make 100 videos. So let's just jump right into it. Number one, I have to share with you guys this new revelation that is called the Unbrush. This brush has a very unique kind of structure to it. It doesn't have that, you know, normal paddle to the back of the brush, bristles, and so it also has these very flexible but pretty thin bristles, which I really enjoy. I have a very curly, tangly hair, and this, for some reason, with conditioner, without conditioner, dry, it just like combs right through my hair, and I feel like it has minimized breakage. Sometimes when I use some of my other like detangling brushes, I feel like more hair comes out than it is really necessary, depending on how rough I'm being with my hair. With this, it just glides through like butter, and I wish that I had the opportunity to take some footage, but I have my hair up in a protective style right now, but it is unreal. I'll try to find an example of someone using this and share it here. This brush, I believe I paid anywhere between $20 and $30 for. I'll link everything down below. It was extremely affordable for really what it is, and it's just so lightweight. It, like, the way it just glides so effortlessly through my hair is crazy. It also is mostly used during my wash day when I'm deep conditioning, just to like pre-detangle before I'm done with everything and want to style my hair. I love it, and I also think this color is so cute. So I'm all here for that as well. I do my own nails at home. I used to be the type of girl who spent every week in the nail salon, or every 2 weeks, getting a fill in my set and getting my toes done. I'm not that girly anymore. I still go to the salon to get my toes done, but I now do my nails at home, and I use so many different, like, I will say, businesses to find like the press-ons that I love. And my press-ons last so long. And I know a lot of people don't like press-ons because they can't get them to stay on. And I have the secret for you. Really, the secret is two things. You want to have a good nail drill. So I tend to file my nail down and file the back of the press-on nail, so it gives it more grip. The other secret is this glue right here. And my nails, literally, this is no exaggeration, they last for 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, to the point where I feel like this nail glue lasts too long. Like, it's so good. This is the Marquette Nail Artiste Collection glue. It comes in a pack of 10, and I think it ran me like less than $10 on Amazon. I use a brand new glue every single time that I do my nails, so I have this back, and then I also have a backup. Another one that is a really good brand is this purple glue that I have, that I will share on the screen. Really, really good too. I am obsessed with doing my nails at home, and the glue has to be good. If you're going to do press-ons, don't use the glue that comes in the package unless you're familiar with that brand, because 9 times out of 10 it sucks and it does not do the job. This, my friend, this Marquette nail glue does the job, and you get 10 of them. And pro tip, make sure you use a new glue every single time you do a new set. That is how you're going to get them to stay for 2 to 3 weeks. I would be remiss and totally out of line if I did not mention these right here lashes. My very favorite lashes from Amazon. or my very favorite lashes in the world are these lashes from Poop Lunch. Yes, it's called Poop Lunch on Amazon. I buy the cat eye wispy ones. Well, I'm wearing them literally right now. Maybe you can see them, but they fit my eye shape so perfectly. I will say with these, I have to cut off a little bit of the inner corner because they are kind of pokey. So I get rid of the inner corner, and it also just fits my eye shape so much more seamlessly. I like the way that it looks better. I use this with the Kiss eye glue, or I'm sorry, the Kiss lash glue. Let me show you it. This is the glue that I use. I used to be one of those people who could not put on false lashes to save my life. And that all went away when I started to use this glue. I'm happy to make a video basically showing you guys my hack that I use to put my lashes on. I literally apply the glue right to my lid like a liquid eyeliner, and it's such a seamless, easy way to do it, especially for people who don't have, you know, easy application for lashes, or you spend all day doing your lashes and mess up your eyeshadow like I used to. This is the hack of all time, and I also get this from Amazon too. Yes, I have to say I love these. They fit my eye shape so well, and I love that they provide that drama, but they still look believable. Like they aren't thick. They have the ends are curled up. They aren't all like, the hair isn't all in one line. They have it like frayed and like just laid out in a way where it looks natural, but just more. It adds, like, I feel like when I put these on, my makeup looks better. You know, you get it. If we're on the same page, you know what I mean. It's winter time, and it is a sin to walk around ashy. There is no reason why your skin should go to crap in the winter. It shouldn't have to. And with this beautiful, wonderful product, that is, I use my stuff, okay? It's empty, and I got another one waiting for me because I have this on subscription. This is the CeraVe SA Cream. It's for rough and bumpy skin. I am that girl that has keratosis pilaris, or chicken skin, on the back of my thighs. I literally have done everything in the world to get rid of it, and I could not get rid of it. I used to exfoliate every day. I tried exfoliating a few times a week. I've tried everything, and I just couldn't get rid of it because I spend a lot of time sitting on my legs, right? So the back of my thighs were bumpy. When I started using this, baby, I started using it, I never looked back. I also feel like I've always had soft skin, but this just feels like it adds that additional layer of softness to my skin. It feels supple, and I feel like my skin is healthier, and overall, I would say the skin on my legs is more even. I love it because it is very hypoallergenic, so you don't have to worry about breaking out. It doesn't really have a smell. It is fragrance free, and while it is exfoliating your skin, it's also helping to replenish the barrier of your skin because there's ceramides in this. I love it. It also has vitamin D. So I'm happy. It's salicylic acid in here, which is good for like cleaning pores. And then they have lactic acid, which is good for like sloughing off all of that dead skin. I am obsessed. Like I said, I have it on subscription, so it's delivered to my house one time every 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how much I'm using. Right now, I love adding this with pumpkin seed oil, and I put it all over my body because pumpkin seed oil is really good for like radiance. I am obsessed. I will always have this in my arsenal. Since I've started using this, I'm the type of person that's like, I am body product crazy. If you see my shower, there's so many body washes. I do a double cleanse. I have my, shave routine, and that comes with products. I have my exfoliation routine. I have several products for that. I'm obsessed. Lotion, body butters, and body oils, I used to go crazy. Like, it was way too much. I had to like scale back like a lot. Since I started using this, I don't feel the need to have so many products because this does what I was looking for all of those products to do in one. And when you add the oil to it, you get that shine and that radiance. The only con about this is it's not easy to travel with. So first of all, if you are not packing a luggage, you cannot bring this. This is way more than 3 ounces. It's 19 ounces. You can get this in store. The reason why I get it on Amazon specifically is because it's available in this large size. In store, I think you get about an 8 ounce. That's as big. It's like half this size, at least. So I get it because it's big. It lasts me the whole month. It is fragrance free, so it doesn't irritate my skin, and it works. It works. Most importantly, it works. So go on Amazon, go get you one of these. You need it. You just need it. You need it. Just take my word for it, because if I could be the spokesperson of this product and all that it's done for me, they would make millions, because I believe in it that much. It's so good. And if it doesn't work for you, leave a comment down below, or if you tried it and you don't like it, let me know what you don't like about it, because I just don't see it. I don't see why anybody wouldn't love this. Let's move on to the next product. My next product is a little weird, but it is so necessary. It is this Anchor portable charger. It kind of is the size of a phone. It's a little heavier, and I love that it tells you exactly how much juice it has via how many of the 4 circles is highlighted. This baby lasts forever. It has saved me from so many situations, y'all. It's been so many times where I'm like, okay, how did my phone even die that fast? And I'm out in public, I pull this out of my purse, and I like it because I can lay it at the bottom of my purse, so it's not obstructing any of the real space of the purse. So love that. It also lasts a really long time compared to some of the other portable chargers I have or I've used in the past. I can get a full day worth of charge off of this. Like, off and on putting my phone on the charger. If my lights ever went out, I have a backup one, so I can always make sure my charger is working. So like, if my electricity went out, I could always make sure my phone is charged, is what I'm trying to say. It's so worth it, and I think it was only like 20 or 30 bucks. Like I said, I'll post all of the prices and all of that down in the description, so you can kind of check it out for yourself. This is so worth it. If you don't have a portable charger, if you're in the market for one, I highly recommend this one, because it actually does its job, and you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes with portable chargers, you have to be careful, because listen, they don't show up to work, they clock out early, they do what they want to do, they can't hold a charge. So how are you going to charge something when you can't even hold a charge yourself? You know, I've had so many in the past where I was like, this is a complete waste of money. But this one for sure is 100% worth it. I highly recommend. It's the best one that I've used. So in 2023, I took an unreasonable amount of tropical vacations. Like, I went to Mexico like 6 times. I've been to Honduras. I went to Jamaica. I've been to Haiti, LA. I went to Florida. I went to Miami. Well, Miami is in Florida. I've been to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all in 2023, plus more trips. And one thing that saved my life, well, really 2 things, but I'm going to show you guys the first one I ever bought, is this fan. If you know, you know, and if you don't have one, go get you one of these real fast. When I bought it, it was less than $15. It has 3 settings. 3 settings, let me clarify. And it is awesome because it's pretty. It fits really neatly into your purse. It doesn't take up too much space, and when you need it, you have it. I love warm weather. I love a beach club. My ideal vacation is sitting on a beach somewhere with food, friends, music, and drinks. That is like, when I think about relaxation and like living my best life, it's literally that. And sometimes those locations are too hot, too humid, and I'm from Wisconsin where it gets cold, so I'm not as adjusted to the heat as the natives are, okay? So this has saved my life. It saved my friend's life this last few trips. When I was in Mexico, I had my other one out, and I'll put a picture up of that one, because that one actually has like bigger blades. And gives even more air, so it's pink too. But I'll take that one with me as well. Sometimes I'll give this one to my mom, because we go on a lot of trips together. I give this one to my mom, and then I'll take the other one. But if you don't have your portable fan, what are you doing? If you live in a hot climate, if you wear makeup, if you, like, I use it to dry my setting spray sometimes. If you are planning a trip somewhere warm, go ahead and get you a fan. You will not regret it. You'll thank me later. It literally saved me and my friend on our last trip. She was like sweating bullets, and I was just like, here baby, just take it. I'll suffer for a little bit, because it was over 100 degrees in Haiti. It was so hot, and we were on a private island with Royal Caribbean. I mean, it was uncomfortably hot. Even by the ocean with the breeze, it was still too hot. Even under the umbrella. You ever been somewhere where it's like you're in the shade, and the shade is not really that much better? It was that hot. It was that hot. And this fan and my other fan literally has saved me so many times from like literally melting away. Yes. Get you one of these. Next, I don't want, like, if you don't watch any other part of this video, make sure you do this part. If you don't buy anything else, I highly, highly, highly recommend this next one, and it's called the Best Year Journal. I have been really on this journey of healing. A part of that is therapy, but a part of it is also being much more introspective, so I can correct some of the mental models that I hold, so I can correct some of, and really dive into the psychology behind why I make certain decisions or why I live a certain way, or you know what I mean, even just down to like how I handle my finances. It all comes back to the internal mental part of how you just move through the world. And I am not the type of person where I don't enjoy journaling when it is just free form. I have to have some type of prompt. I like every like aspect of my life has to have some type of organization or structure to it, or else I shy away from it. I am the type of person who strives for routine. I am the type of person who thrives on routine, and this journal has been so amazing because it walks you through very wonderfully, like your last year. So it starts with like thinking through 2023, and then it goes into like planning and goal setting for 2024. The prompts are so wonderful, and also every single like prompt has a new like quote. This one right here is by one of my favorite authors, Paulo Coelho, and it says, "One day or day one, you decide." Basically, choose your heart, and that is like a quote that sticks with me. Specifically, like I would have never known if I didn't read this or if I didn't have this journal. It sticks with me because when I think about like my weight loss journey, I have specifically like had to just start over and over and over and over. And it's just like starting over with day one and losing all that progress. It's just not worth it most of the time. So that quote really stuck with me. There's also one in here, I think by Brene Brown, that says, "If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down." And that one really hit home because one of the things I really reflected on while doing the first part of this journal, because I finished the 2023 part, now I'm moving into like the goal setting 2024 part. And one thing that really I realized was my biggest lesson is that I can't be all things to all people all the time. I really have to take care of myself. And if I want to get to that next phase of my life, whether it be in my career or my personal life, my finances, I really have to let go of the things that don't serve me anymore. That being friendships, it could be, you know what I mean, a relationship, it could be things at work, it could be my perceived responsibility of things that I'm not responsible for. It could be other people's perceptions of me. You know, I really had this fear of being seen, and that was highly, highly, highly rooted in just other people's judgments of me. And so, long story short, it was just I have to give up so many things to be able to soar to the new heights that are meant for me. And I would have never even thought about that, or maybe even had that realization without this journal. I love that it's organized. I love that it walks you through. So it walks you through like very methodically, and one prompt kind of leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. So I really like that. There's a reflection and gratitude portion. There's a knowledge gain portion, which I really enjoy. The part 3 of it, and it's like in a few parts. Part 3 is vision and clarity. So kind of just getting really clear on what you want to do and what your priorities are for the upcoming year. I love it. And if you're like me and you don't journal, if you don't have a journal prompt, you're not a type of person to just open up a notebook that has all free lines. And I'm not the type of person who can create that way on my own, if that makes sense. Like, that's not how my creative mind works. I'm much more creative when I have ideas to bounce off of, when I have a clear start, when I have clarity about where I'm going. And this journal has provided that for me. I actually really enjoy journaling now, whereas I hated it. And I really only did it when other people, like, I guess, advised me or recommended me to try it when I'm like struggling with my mental health, and it never stuck. But with this, it sticks because I'm very goal oriented, and this kind of like gives me a clear start and a clear end. And so my next thing, very much so Amazon fave that I repurchase over and over and over, has to be this CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum. And I purchased it on Amazon because I have a subscription for it. I use retinol on my skin every single night because when I'm 50, when I'm 60, when I'm 70, I want to look like a spring chicken. I don't want to look 50, 60, or 70. Retinol is so important for cell turnover and renewing that layer of skin, so you kind of just stay fresh and young and try to avoid, you know, all the creases and the cracks and the things that happen with age. Some of that stuff is not avoidable, but if I can mitigate it, if I can prevent it, I certainly will. I certainly will. And I definitely love the CeraVe version because retinol can be very harsh on your skin. It can be very hard for people with sensitive skin to find a retinol that's good for them. And I definitely have sensitive skin, specifically sensitive to some acids as well as sensitive to fragrance, most fragrance anyways. And I like that this is fragrance free. It is sensitive skin friendly. It also has ceramides in it, which help to restore the barrier of the skin, and niacinamide that helps with brightening and oil production. So I love it. This is probably my sixth bottle. I also love the packaging with the purple, and I used to have my Amazon subscription for that. But the reason why I buy this on Amazon and just not in the store is because I'm not in the store as regularly as I shop online, and I don't want to go a day without this. I don't want to go a day without my the CeraVe body lotion that I mentioned either, and that's why they're subscribed, because I wanted to get to my house before I run out. I don't want to have to walk around looking ashy and looking dry by the face, you know. So with that being said, have to get you one of these if you're in the market for a new retinol or you want to try something new. I highly recommend this. If you are already like a retinol girly and you like a strong retinol, I wouldn't recommend this for you because it is more so tailored towards like sensitive skin people. It will be okay for you, but it might not give you the results that you're used to if you're already using like a stronger retinol or a medical grade retinol or tretinoin or something that's a little bit more like in your face. Strong for like a retinol. I wouldn't recommend it for that, but if you're new to retinol or you're looking for a retinol and you have sensitive skin, I highly recommend this one and the purple one. And my next thing is this laundry hamper that I just purchased. It is an aesthetic laundry hamper. I love that it has two different bins that you can place your clothes in. I plan to separate my clothes by white and then colored clothes. I don't really do like, you know, white, light, and dark because that's just not how my brain works, and I don't wash my clothes like that. I pretty much wash them all on cold except for white. So that's just how we do it over here. But I love this hamper because it's so cute. It's aesthetic. It is almost like you could use it as decorative furniture if you play your cards right. I also I have a lot of clothes, and the buckets of the hamper aren't so big where I could wait super long to wash clothes because I have that bad. Like if I have one thing that I avoid in my household constantly, it is washing clothes. I don't enjoy it, and I don't like folding clothes. I don't like hanging clothes. It's too much. But this hamper has helped me to stay on track with that because I have to wash smaller loads. So if you're in the market for that, highly recommend. Or if you're just using one of those little plastic buckets right now and you're looking for something with a little zhuzh, a little attitude, a little something different, I recommend this hamper for that as well. Alright, and last but not least, I want to recommend something that is like more of a supplement. This is Dr. Berg's Adrenal and Cortisol Support. So for me, I have two things that really three things that increase like my stress levels. First, I have this syndrome called adrenal fatigue syndrome. And that really messes around with my adrenal glands. It makes me feel like I'm always in like fight or flight. I also have I struggle with anxiety off and on. As a professional, my job is demanding. I'm also a single mom, so I have more than enough things to be stressed about, and I'm literally anxious a lot of the time, or I used to be before I really started to handle and look into like some ways to help support that issue. And then the last thing is PCOS. Specifically, it is kind of like a cortisol driven PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so when you mix those two things together, it's a lot of adrenal and a lot of cortisol in my system a lot of time, and I feel it since I've been utilizing these. And before you take any supplements, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional doctor, so please make sure that you know, discuss with your medical provider. But for me personally, these have really saved me because they have ashwagandha in there, which kind of just calms everything. It is a really great blend because aside from the ashwagandha, it also has some magnesium that is really good for like just relaxation. Another thing with these is like, since I've started taking them, I feel like I don't get, you know, as riled up. I don't get as like intense with anxiety. I take them at night before I go to bed, and I feel like that has helped me to sleep better too. So I'm super, super, super happy with the results I've had. I have been taking these consistently for about a year, and I actually don't know what it's like to not take these anymore because it's gotten so much better. And I attribute a lot of that to these pills or to these supplements. Some of it has been a diet change, and some of it has also been like just more regular movement and learning how to not be as much of a people pleaser, and you know, other things like that have really helped my stress levels. But when I really think about like where it all started, and when I started to get more conscious of how anxious I was, it really started with these supplements. And I also, like with all of the cortisol and PCOS, I noticed like a lot of belly fat that I was gaining, because that's kind of just like a after effect of just having really high cortisol. And I will say overall, I've noticed a tremendous difference in just how anxious I feel throughout the day, how I'm sleeping. And so I'll recommend that I recommend this, of course, if you talk to your medical provider, but also if you're struggling with stress, high stress, high anxiety, this is a really natural way to go about it. I am much more an advocate of that. I do know that some people need and have to have, you know, a medical prescription. I cannot talk today. Oh, I got goats. Jeez. I know that some people have to have a medical prescription in order to be able to control and, you know, be able to just manage their symptoms. For me, I really want to go the natural route and see what I could change in my lifestyle that might help really support that, lowering all of my cortisol and my stress. So without, you know, I've said enough about it. Without further ado, like I said, this is an Amazon product. I have it on subscription. I'm learning that I am a creature of habit, and I really like to have subscriptions to things apparently, but this has really, really helped. This is actually a fresh bottle because I just finished up another bottle. So obviously I like it, and I have two backups. And a part of it, I don't even know why I have two backups. I think it is because I have it on a subscription for every month, but you only take one a day, and there's 60. So that's probably why I have so many backups, but it is worth it. It's definitely worth it, and I highly recommend. And there you have it. Those are my Amazon favorites for this month. Things that I'm really loving, I'm digging, and have just become a part of my everyday life. I reach for these things consistently. Thank you so much for spending some time with me in this corner of the world. I really appreciate you giving me time out of your day, your week, your month, and your year. And I really, really, really would love for you to come back. So if these videos or this video was a good one for you, please take some time and subscribe to the tribe. We're growing, and it's showing. And if you are a growth mindset baddie, if you are happy to take your ideas out to the world and be a trendsetter and a go-getter, then that sounds like you should join this community, because that is exactly who we are over here. Thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Azalea. This is Ave Noir Azalea. Peace.